Hi, Scorpio Sun and Scorpio Rising. It's Rena here, and this is a new feature of mine called Astroweather with Rena, and I hope you enjoy it. It's going to deal with the current astrological transits that are impacting or may impact your life. And I just want to also say that you have to kind of see this in a generalized way because it does depend on your degree point of sun or rising on when this kind of energy will pass through your particular chart. So having said that, it's going to be a time when at the end of September here, which is what my focus is for this video, where you have a lot of energy in your 12th house. And it tends to be kind of muted, the influence of a lot of planets being in the 12th house. But I think that for Scorpio, it won't necessarily be uncomfortable because the 12th house is a water house, just like you rule the 8th house, which is a water house. And the 12th house is Pisces house. It deals with the unconscious mind. It deals with just mysticism, fantasy, things that are rather intangible. And for you, you have the sun there in Libra. You have Jupiter going to be there for the next 13 months until October of 2017. And you're going to have a new moon in this house on the 30th of September. So definitely set your intentions after the new moon on any kind of spiritual pursuits that you think will enhance your life. I mentioned, I don't know what sign it was that I mentioned this, but I can't even say it, Vipassana meditation, Vipassana or something like that. It's a form of sitting meditation, and they have in the United States, I don't know about the rest of the world, but they have these 10-day, introductory sessions where you go there for 10 days. It's like a retreat, and it's totally free, and they provide all of the meals. And you just sit with your thoughts. You can't use electronics. You have these long meditation sessions. And I'm really thinking about trying this out. I would love to hear if any of you have ever done this, because I've been watching some YouTube videos on other people who have gone through this 10-day retreat and how it's changed their lives. And so basically, I wanted to put it out there for those of you who are interested, because Scorpio having Jupiter in the 12th house, that would be right up your alley. It just seems like it's very intense to, sit with your thoughts or lack thereof. You're supposed to be probably concentrating on your breath, but I just thought that would be kind of a cool thing to mention. And then you have that new moon in the 12th, and so you may decide that you need to incorporate some kind of spiritual practice into your life in order to improve your life. So the other things that are happening for you, Scorpio, are Mars, which is going into your 3rd house of communication on the 27th of September. So this is going to be in Capricorn, and this could affect your relationships. Your relationship with siblings, and you might have some kind of beef with them, or you might just be very active with them. Maybe you haven't seen them in a while, and all of a sudden you're going to be getting together, especially if they live near you. The 3rd house deals with your local environment. Maybe you're going to be just out and about, maybe zipping here and there a lot, and it's just going to kind of increase during this short transit of Mars and Capricorn. Now, Mercury has turned direct well, let me say one thing about Mars in the third house. It could relate to communication. So you may find that you're like constantly, going back and forth with people. I would say it would be more of maybe even an argumentative thing, because the third house deals with communications, but Mars can kind of create some sort of contention when it enters a house, and affect it in that way, where somebody's waging war. And so I say these things not to get you upset or anything of that sort, but if somebody else tries to start something, let's say you have a sibling who always seems to want to cause issues, you don't have to participate. You can say, Raina told me that this was going to happen, and you know what? I'm going to just do something that I don't typically do. I'm going to just let this person fight with himself or herself, and I'm not going to do it. Your brother or your sister. I'm not going to do that. It could be a cousin. It can be anybody who's an extended family member. But so with Mercury going direct in your 11th house, in the sign of Virgo, where it's been, this is really, I think, good for anything to do with ideas you have related to your hopes and dreams. So the 11th house is a house that I read somewhere is actually lucky, the luckiest one of all. And I assumed that it was the 9th house, which Jupiter rules, because Jupiter brings luck with it. And so I figured that was the luckiest house. But I heard it was the 11th house. So with all that mental energy happening, and you did have a Mercury retrograde in this house, so you may have even been kind of thinking, researching about what it is that you want. Now you have a chance to organize and to make these things manifest. Okay, and one of the ways that you can do that, because the 11th house also deals with groups and your friendships, is possibly figure out a way of networking that can help you attract what you want. So let's say that you have a dream that you want to start an organic farm. Maybe you researched it and now you're ready to take action. Well, you will have a lot of people that probably can help you along the way. You don't have to rely on one person. And that might be one of the ways that you seek to make this dream into a reality. I will say that while you have all this energy, especially with the sun and new moon in the 12th house, you may find that it's more advantageous to wait until your new moon of Scorpio before taking inspired action, if you have that option. If something tells you that now is the right time to launch, then please, use your God-given intuition. I'm just saying this because, at the end of October, you do get your birthday new moon, so that'll be very exciting as well. But now we're still in September, and you have these transits, and it's very exciting because you have Venus now in your sign. So Scorpio, this will make you very, very magnetic. And Scorpios already are magnetic. You just have that special something that draws people near you. But just expect that you're going to be even more irresistible to other people. And this can be very good for any kind of endeavors which involve you promoting yourself to others. So whether it's you trying to get a job and going on interviews, or talking to potential employers over the phone, or whether you want to get clients, new clients, that may be a form of self-promotion. Whatever it is that you're trying to have happen, it will go a lot easier because people will tend to view you in a more favorable light. So awesome. I hope you enjoyed this, Scorpio. If you'd like a personal reading using your natal chart as the basis for kind of finding out anything that you'd like more clarity on, be it in your love life or in career and money matters, please click on the link below and it will take you to my website. Otherwise, have a great rest of September. Bye now.